it's Kathy Nesbitt, Social Media Director at Robinson Buick GMC, and I'm just going to have a little talk with Skip Hill and introduce you to him, let you know a little bit more about who we have here, what we're all about, and let you get to know Skip a little bit. So here he is. There you go. Hi, Skip. You're on camera now. We had some technical difficulties earlier, so we kind of had to change it up, but we're going now. So tell us who you are, a little bit about what you do and what a finance director is.
Well, I'm Skip Hill, and I'm the finance director here. And, I've been here about 16 years now, and they've all been fun. My job primarily here is I oversee two finance managers, and their job is just after we sell the car in the sales department, try to protect everybody, with extended warranties, gap, key replacements, everybody loses keys, just all those sorts of things. And my job is to make sure they're doing their job to protect the customers. And then primarily, what I do is all behind the scenes, which I kind of like it that way. Salesmen sell the car, and then they bring me the credit information on the customers, and then I submit that over to the banks. So I might deal with 10 or 12 different people every day talking to them, but I don't deal with, hundreds like salespeople do.
Yeah.
So you get to build a relationship, and it just makes it easier getting people approved, getting them better interest rates, just getting them all around a better deal.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. You've had quite what I believe to be an interesting career path here. So I think people will really like to hear this story. So tell us how you started here and how you ended up being the finance
Well,
director.
it's kind of wild. I started off as a salesman, had no sales experience at all. Just moved here and was going to try to do something, just something different in my life. I'd always been a cook, managed a restaurant, and I was just trying something different. It was hard for me because, as a salesman, you have so many people overseeing you and managing you, and you need that as a salesman. That's what it takes. I wasn't used to it at the time. A lot younger, not nearly as smart probably. I decided I wanted to go a different route from selling, and so I transferred back into our detail department and became what they call a lot manager here, which primarily just making sure everything's the way it's supposed to be on the lot, cars are parked where they're supposed to be. Detailed them. At the time, we were a smaller dealership than we are now, so I was the only person washing the cars. So I did all the cars and kept the lot up and kept up with the keys, stuff like that. And then as I wanted, grew, and family grew, and I needed to make more money, I asked Renee Robinson at the time, now it's Renee Robinson Durham, if I could switch into service, and she trained me to be a service advisor. And so I did that for a while, and I liked it. I really liked it and was, planning on staying in there and, maybe someday being a service manager here.
Yeah.
And then I just got a call one night from Scott, her husband, and he said that he had decided he'd like to put me up in the sales department as a sales manager. And so, of course, I said yeah, because that's you're gonna make more money than that. And so that's kind of how I made it there. And then my uncle, which was Scott Durham's father, retired, and I just kind of graduated into his position as a finance manager. And then as the dealership grew and we hired more people, I eventually became the finance director.
Nice. That's very cool. I wasn't here when you were service advisor, but I bet you were a really good one.
It was a good time. We had a lot of fun back there.
Yeah. So you've been here for a long time, 16
years.
Yeah. So what is it about here that makes you stay here?
It's crazy. I would say family, really, more than anything. I moved here, and I moved here because my mom was living here at the time. But the Hill family's all back in Louisville, Kentucky, where I'm from. And I was just it's kind of crazy, but just through life, really just getting introduced to my mom's side of the family and learning who everybody was and things like that. And obviously we have several of them working here. But in getting hired here, I also learned how great of a boss Harry is.
Yeah.
And just working for him, and through life you're going to have your ups and downs, and different situations came up, and Harry was always there for me, like a dad or something, and just kind of he's always taken care of me and been loyal to me. So I'm always going to be loyal to him. I can't see you ever working anywhere else.
Yeah. Well, I've only been here 6 years, a little over 6 years, and I wouldn't want to work anywhere else either. someone else feeling. And like just for a funsies question, who do you say plays you in the movie of your life?
You know, I thought about that after you asked me that question a while back, and I've been thinking it over, and I really couldn't come up with like this one, because people don't know, but I was also a professional boxer.
Yes.
So
yeah.
if like this movie was about my whole life, then
Yeah.
you've got different parts of it. But we came down, me and the kids talked about it, for fun, and my sons decided that Vin Diesel would play me if it was a boxing movie.
Oh yeah.
And if it was about my job here at work, they decided that Matt Damon was going to play the part because they seen him in a movie called Rounders where he was real good at math, or Good Will Hunting or something like that.
Yeah.
And so they decided that he was the guy.
Oh, that's fun. And what are you gonna title? What's your movie title?
Rags to riches, I guess would probably be it. Because we had a tough life growing up in Louisville.
Yeah.
And it's a lot easier now.
Yeah.
We're definitely blessed.
Yes.
And
for sure.
and we definitely owe it to the dealership. I mean, it's gave me an opportunity, to make money, take care of my family, and it's been great. I wouldn't change anything.
Yeah. I understand completely. So, okay. This is Skip. Good getting to know you. And we'll get to talk to somebody else here in the dealership pretty soon. But until then, say hi to Skip. Thanks, y'all. Bye.
Bye.